The Sons of Anarchy Season 5 hype train rattles into this station and you're watching it on the platform, and we're simply asking a question of what if the Nomad Charter didn't disband? Welcome back, guys, to Fog Entertainment. I'm simply here to discuss all things Sons of Anarchy, damn it. That's exactly what we're here to discuss, like we always do on this channel. Sons above all. Damn it. And we're looking at what if they didn't disband, because of course they have existed. I think we will make a video on the history of the Nomad Charter, right, and all that good stuff. But of course we know Happy was one, Quinn was one, and going into a few, you know, seasons later, Happy does patch into Sam Crow, and at that point, I mean, the only real guy that you know as a Nomad is Quinn. But I guess it's safe to say, during that period, we also had the Nomads of Frankie Diamonds, Gogo, and Greg the Peg. So if you look at it from that point of view, how hard were they? And essentially it was, remember Jack said, or was it Juice that said, you only need 5 brothers that don't have a home anymore? And it made me think, like, see the Nomad Charter, like how do they earn money? Like, I get it, like, you know, we've seen Happy hang around Sam Crow, and these guys essentially get transferred into Sam Crow, and we see numerous random guys with Nomad patches on throughout the show. And like we've seen Taza in the Mayans, but it makes you think, like, they're not really due a cut. Now Happy, we've seen him take matters into his own hand, of course, and he's become a hitman, and that's how he's made his money. But if you're not actually aligned to a proper charter, then you're not exactly getting a cut of anything, are you? But we are looking at today, what if they didn't disband? So let's go to the back end of Season 4. We've got our Nomad Charter, we've got Quinn, and automatically Quinn doesn't go to the Indian Hills Charter. Nope. Quinn does not go. Of course, he was the president of the Nomads, but like, cause they've got like nowhere to, like, what was he? Where was their clubhouse? They don't have a clubhouse. They kind of just make it up as they go along. Former president of the Nomads. Then he did transfer to the Indian Hills Charter. And then, of course, he later on transferred again to Sam Crow. So maybe if Quinn never transferred to the Indian Hills after the disbandment of the Nomad Charter, he might have never ended up in Sam Crow. So there you go. Sam Crow could be a member light in Rain Quinn. But I think the main talking point here is the fact of Frankie Diamonds, Gogo, and Greg the Peg. Because if these three don't do this, right, and if these three, in fact, job out, right, and never join Sam Crow, then Clay can't use them to do the home invasion. So what's Clay's other angle into doing this? Well, I'm not too sure what his other angle would have been. He couldn't really have done much, because Gogo, Greg the Peg, and Frankie Diamonds, it's not like they had ambition to join Sam Crow. Now, Sam Crow may be the mother charter and all that good stuff, right? But at the end of the day, it looks like they were happy enough being Nomads until the end of time. So what would have happened if they didn't disband? Well, Clay might have had to recruit 3 other people, or he simply just might not have done it. He simply might not have just backed off and come up with a different plan of trying to get the gavel back for Jack, because at the end of the day, the Nomads was quite a good plan for Clay, until Jax went, hold on here, who's new in town and wants to stir up trouble? The Nomads. And Clay's like, but who's running them? He quickly figured that one out, did Jax Teller? Absolutely, he did. But, so yeah, if Gogo, Frankie Diamonds, and Greg the Peg stay, Clay has to come up with a new thing, and then the home invasions don't happen, and Clay's like reveal, Jack's getting obsessed with the fact he's behind the Nomads. He probably never tells Bobby and Chibs that about Clay, and then Bobby never probably makes that wee side deal with Clay to get him right. So maybe Clay, the Nomads disbanding, you know, started a snowball effect that essentially got Clay out the club, in jail, and killed. Now, I'm not saying that Jax would have been able to sit with him at the head of the table, or with Clay forever. Like we knew Bob, Opie couldn't do that, right? I'm not saying, there obviously would have been a time set on that, because Jax, regardless of the Nomads, wanted out of guns with the cartel, and by the end of Season 5, he has switched it completely over to the Triads with Lynn. So therefore, by the end of Season 5, could have been Clay's end date anyway. But I think all the stuff he'd done with the Nomads on top of one another, what he'd done with you know, the rest of the crimes he committed, killing Piney, which of course he admitted to, but they didn't really vote on that. That vote was never really out, wasn't it? No, being honest. But of course, You know, Clay getting Mr. Mayhem and excommunicated the first time. Obviously, Bobby Folks no to Mr. Mayhem. That's a direct result of what the Nomad's actions were and Clay putting that shit in motion. So at the end of the day, if the Nomads aren't there and Clay doesn't put that in motion, Jax can't bring the fact that Clay killed JT to the table. I don't think he can, because I don't think the club would vote for it. It's ancient shit, isn't it? He needs tangible proof, and sadly, John Teller's letters aren't that. But anyway, guys, leave your thoughts down below, and until next time, peace.